at the like, it's not that everyone's gone better. It's he's just declined. It's like with Anderson. It's not that everyone got better. It's just that he declined, so he's human. Whereas when you look at black people, it's like they're so good at something, they're not human. And then when they decline now, if Rez beat him, Rez would have been famous for dethroning John Jones. When really, it's not that you dethroned him. It's just that he's not the same guy he used to be in the past. That's all it is. Now, even if you look at Jones, you don't throw them spinning elbows no more. See, remember when Jones came on the scene with all that Greco-Roman wrestling? He don't do that no more. It's very just a points fighter now. Yeah, Matthew 16. All right, so lucky the feed went down, but we're back up. So yeah, we're gonna pick up where we left off in the book of Matthew, chapter 16 and verse 24.
Matthew 16 and 24. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself.
Any man will come after me, let him deny himself. Meaning yourself wants what? Yourself wants to go to the strip club. Guess what? You want to serve Christ, you can't go to the strip club. Yourself wants to smoke weed. Guess what? If you serve Christ, you can't smoke weed. Let him deny himself. You deny what you want, what your body wants, what your body craves. If it's unlawful, you can't do that no more. Because this ain't the Christian church where you still do what you want to do and just come in here and think this is just some Saturday club and whatnot. This ain't that, but go ahead.
Let him deny himself and take up his cross.
Pick up that burden, man. Go ahead.
And follow me.
And that's what we did in here, man. We picked up that burden and followed Yahushua, man. Listen, now we love our wives, but guess what? We ain't gonna anger the Lord to make them happy, man. I mean, what would you? I mean, you'd rather to not make your woman angry. You'd rather anger the Lord, who can give you 50 more women. You're crazy, man. You rather have that woman angry because for you serving the Lord. And guess what? In the future, she will appreciate it. She will appreciate it, man. She don't see it right now. It's like a child. When you discipline a child, they don't see why you're disciplining them. But in the future, once they grow up and have kids, they will realize, the woman will realize why you didn't do Valentine's Day, man. Why you didn't do Christmas. Sit down and break it to her. And then one day she'll stop asking. She might still ask here and there. But one day she'll stop asking. And she'll understand it's just a normal day. And you tell her, listen, man, we're broke as it is, and what? I must buy you flowers and chocolates just for you to prove to your friends that you got a man. Listen, your friends know you got a man. And that's why when you tell them you're not allowed out after 10 p.m., it's because you've got a man. They know you got a man by that, man. They know you got a man by you not dressing like a whore like them, man. I mean, they don't need to know you got a man because you got chocolates on Valentine's Day. Listen, man. My ribs friends know she's got a man by what? How she's not allowed to just let no whore, man.
That's right.
By how she needs to let me know her locations, man. Where you going? What time you gonna be home? Listen, man. That's how they know she's got a man. They don't need to know she's got a man by February the 14th, bringing chocolates and sweets and flowers. Nah, man. They know she's got a man, man. By the things that she does and how she has to carry herself, man. But guess what? These women that most people don't even know they got a man. On Valentine's Day, they got a ton of flowers though. Oh yeah, you didn't know they had a man. And these women, it's a hustle, man. Most of these women is speaking to 3 or 4 of you men at the same time. Listen, they're playing 5 of you men at the same time. And they know that you men is so thirsty and want sex with everyone. And guess what they say to you? Buy me this for Valentine's Day. They send you handbags and then you go and buy them. One man buys the handbags. One man buys the shoes. Another man buys the outfit. She plays all of you, man. You think you're getting any closer to getting sex? You're not, man. She's just playing you because she knows you're so thirsty and you're going to give you money up. Valentine's Day is a scam, man. And these women love scamming you, man. Valentine's Day is garbage. Tell your woman, look, we're not celebrating it. If she leaves, just understand that the Lord's still with you, man. Understand the Lord honors what you done, man. The Lord honors what you done by you serving him and not willing to put some woman before him, man. Christ honors what you've done by you serving him and not willing to put some woman before him. Some woman that's probably cheated on you over 10 times anyway, man. Some woman that don't love you, that don't, barely loves you, man. Whereas the Lord does love you. Do what's pleasing to God, man.
That's right.
And you won't have no problems. Listen, we've not been celebrating Valentine's Day for years, and we ain't had no problems, man. We're fine. It ain't the end of the world. I mean, you will live. I mean, not celebrating Valentine's Day ain't gonna kill you, man. But who knows? You celebrating it can kill you, man, and it can send you bankrupt, and it can make you lose everything, man. You give up all your month's wages on one day. People going to the listen. You see the Shard. The Shard is making a killing of people on Valentine's Day, man. Imagine the Shard is it's just like restaurants in a hotel. It's just a hotel. Imagine that same hotel, that same bed in that hotel. You've got the same bed in your house, man. So you're paying £1,000 a night just to go sleep, just for some woman to see four walls. She sees four walls at home, man. Just for her to take a selfie in the mirror and put on the Snapchat locations and say, I'm at the Shard. Listen, man, life must have been a lot better 60, 70 years ago when there was no Instagram, there was no Snapchat, when these women couldn't prove none of this to no one. Just people that seen her in person would understand. Nowadays, now that there's Instagram, everything is done for the gram now. All these Valentine's Day dates is done for the gram. Your woman goes on a date with you, she takes a picture and she don't even listen. She takes the picture like this, so you're not in the shot. So people think she's with her girl, so next men can pop her up. She hides you out of the picture, man. You paid for the date, but she's hid you out of the picture. If that's the case, tell her get the bill, man. So I'm not in the picture. You get the bill. Listen, man, don't be doing these Valentine's Day dates. It's a waste of money. And listen, man, the women you go on Valentine's Day dates with ain't even your woman. She's probably everyone's woman, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
There was it wasn't a WhatsApp years ago. It was Valentine's Day, and the woman's like, you know what happened? Valentine's Day coming, no man got me no gift, and she was upset like she's meant to get one. Like, you know, so as you said, like it's really true. Like they don't want the man, they just want the gift.
Exactly.
Like, he's not the only man.
Exactly.
Talking to those, and they said one buying a handbag, one buying shoes, one
exactly
money for the hair.
Exactly. The whole outfit, man. They just pick which man they want to buy which one, and you just get them a whole new wardrobe. Really, they don't want you, man. Honestly, they don't. And chances are your woman might leave you for not celebrating Valentine's Day. But guess what? You'd rather her leave you now than later on. You'd rather her leave you now than 10 years down the line. Guess what? If she leaves, you'll be over it in a few months. You'll be over it in a few months. Just call the school for counsel. You'll be just fine, man. Honestly, it's not the end of the world. And the thing is, this men have become weak to where, obviously, for brothers in the world, I see for brothers in the world, this is how they see it. Let me just get her this just to shut her up. Because really, men hate Valentine's Day. Men hate it all over. Listen, men hate Christmas as well. But men feel obliged to do it because, like Tupac said, you make songs for the women and the men will follow. On Valentine's Day, they've made it cater towards, they've aimed it towards the women and the men follow. That's how it goes, man. Like, listen, if you tell a woman that ignores you all year round, I'm going to take you to this restaurant for Valentine's Day. Listen, man, you know how you listen. You're going to take her there and she's never going to speak to you again after it. She's just going to go there for the date and the pictures. Like, there's some women that only go on dates with men for the food, man, because it's free, because they know that you're paying and it's free. Obviously, don't be that guy, because you know what happens? Honestly, while you're on the date with her, she's messaging her friends saying, he don't even look nice. I don't even like him. I'm just here for the food. And her friends is messaging her back saying, yeah, you might as well use him for his car, get him to drop you here, get him to drop you there. Listen, man, this is how they talk about you. So when you beg a woman and whatnot, that's how it goes, man. Listen, in the UPK, yeah, listen, women want to take us on dates, man. Women want to, listen, you don't believe me? If you're a man, come in here, come in here, become a trooper, pass your officer's test, and you'll see what I'm talking about, man. These women ask to take you on dates, man. And guess what? They pay for them dates, man. They pay for them dates. Everyone else in the restaurant's looking at you astonished, like, everyone else in the restaurant be looking at you like he's not a man because he's got to pay for a date. Listen, this world is backwards. This world makes that men have to go in their pockets for everything. So much that if you're in a restaurant with your woman and she pulls out her card, you feel near enough embarrassed because everyone's looking at you like, look at him making, everyone's whispering, look at him making her pay for the date. Listen, man, make them pay for the date, man. Obviously, what we need to do is come back to serving the Lord and have things the way it was before, man. This world is what caters towards women, and nowadays women have become entitled and believe that they deserve everything and whatnot. Now, on a regular day, if you want to take your woman out and you want to pay, that's fine. I mean, if you make more than her and you want to pay, that's fine. Your woman's a good woman, and one of the days you want to take her to cinema, that's fine. Now, I was saying don't treat your woman. We ain't saying that. Love your woman, man. Take her out, look after her, treat her good, but don't let someone tell you that you have to do it on Valentine's Day, because that means it's forced. You don't want to do it. It's like someone's forcing you to do it, man. It's forced. And then if you don't take them out, guess what will happen? You'll be passive aggressive. You have to deal with it. How long does a bad mood last if you don't take out Valentine's Day? About what?
3 days.
About 3 days.
Or,
See? See? So she's going to be mad at you for 3-4 days, man. You ain't going to listen, just understand, you ain't no love making for 3-4 days, man. You ain't getting nothing for 3-4 days because she's still mad about that those flowers didn't come. But guess what? She will get over it, man. It's not the end of the world. But read on.
Verse 24. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it.
It says, for whosoever shall save his life shall lose it. And how do you save your life? By doing what's right to you. How are you going to lose it? You're going to die. You're going to die, man. You trying to save your life. You trying to what? Hold on to that life like these rappers trying to hold on to that dream. One day it's going to all come crumbling down, man. The Lord's giving you a way out, man. This right here is a way out. You come and serve Christ, man. But if you don't want to, you want to hold on to that old life, you're going to lose it. Say, for instance, like what? You're celebrating Valentine's Day because what? You want to keep that woman, right? You're going to lose that woman one way or the other. So you're better off what? Not celebrating it. You think just celebrating Valentine's Day enough is going to let you keep her? Nah, man, you're going to lose her one way or another. You trying to save her by keeping her and making her happy and celebrating every pagan holiday under the sun. You're going to lose her one day. And then guess what you're going to try and do? Come running back to the Lord saying, oh, I've changed. You're going to try to come running back. I've changed now, blah, 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 blah. You're going to get a next woman and try and please her and do the same thing. Honestly, to say no to Valentine's Day from now, it's not the end of the world, man. You will live, man. You ain't going to die if you don't sell it. You ain't going to die if you don't take her out, man. You will live. But you can drop that. Give me Luke chapter 16 and verse 15. Also, any questions, just type them in.
Luke 16 and 15. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men. And
listen, man, Valentine's Day is what? You trying to justify yourselves before men. You trying to show the world, like, look at me. And women do that to show themselves before other women. Like, look at me, my partner gets me this. Listen, man. The thing is, we know that your relationship ain't as good as you make it out, man. Read on.
Before men, but God knoweth your hearts, for that which is highly esteemed among men. So
now that which is highly esteemed amongst men, you know what's highly esteemed amongst men? Valentine's Day, man.
That's right.
Christmas, getting your woman gifts for Valentine's Day, worshipping your woman, giving your woman the right to what dress anyhow she wants. Listen, man, you tell your woman you ain't dressing like no whore. Guess what? This world says you're controlling, but let her dress like a whore. Guess what? Yeah, man, that man there, he lets his woman do what she wants. What did they say? You're confident. Is confident. Is that what they say?
That's to make it seem
like. If you let your woman dress in a miniskirt, they say, oh, he knows his woman is confident. Then they say to a man that says to his woman, no, you're not going out in a miniskirt. They say he's got no confidence. He don't even let her dress a certain way. How about this? He loves his woman and he doesn't want her to be a whore, man. How about that? But this world don't see it like that. And that's why Christ is saying what? That which is highly esteemed amongst men is an abomination to God. Now, what's highly esteemed amongst men is what? Your woman being in the club every week and you allowing her to be in the club every week because what? You know your woman and you're confident. That's what this one says. He's confident. He knows his woman ain't going to cheat on him. He's confident, so he allows her to dress like a whore. But the man that says to his woman, no, you're not going there. You're not going Turtle Bay. Because damn, listen, Turtle Bay, damn, you don't want to let your woman go to Turtle Bay. Turtle Bay is a place where it's what? 80% men and about 20% women. And women go there looking for male attention. And the men in there just see women and grab them up. And, you know, so obviously any man that loves his woman wouldn't allow his woman to go Turtle Bay. But this world says what? This world says, oh, a man that lets his woman be a whore and go all out, he's confident. Whereas a man that says to his woman, don't dress like that, they say what? He's got no confidence. That's a lie, man. This world likes to beat men down for doing the right thing. Like everything in this world, it seems like it's almost reversed now. It's reversed now, man. Read on.
Esteem among men is abomination in the sight of God.
Listen, man. Valentine's Day is highly esteemed amongst men, but it's an
abomination in the sight of God.
It's an abomination in the sight of God. Now, making your woman the happiest woman in the world with Valentine's Day gifts is highly esteemed amongst men. Post it on Instagram, you're gonna get 1 million likes, man. But if your woman posts on Instagram, my man said Valentine's Day is pagan, he ain't getting me nothing. Guess what? Do you know what them comments are gonna say? You should leave him. You deserve better. You deserve more. Go ahead.
You know, it's funny. Those who are writing that, those men that ain't got no woman.
Exactly.
You should leave him. I would take you.
Exactly. It's always those kind of men. This is what they say. If you was my woman, that's the way. That's the first thing they say. If you was my woman, I would get you this. I would do you this. And guess what happens? Some women fall for it. You go and have sex with that man, and then he disappears, man. And then guess what? Now you want to try and come back to the first man that didn't want to celebrate Valentine's Day. Because this is what women often do. They'll do what? Be with a man. He'll be treating them, you know, somewhat good. And they believe they deserve better and believe they deserve more. They leave that man to go to a next man. And then guess what? They realize the grass ain't greener. And then they try and come back to the first man. Then they try and come back to the first man. That's how it works, man. Because they feel entitled that they should get whatever they want, gifts, presents. It don't work like that, man. But this world makes you believe that that's how it works. This world makes you believe that what? As a man, you have to bend over backwards when you don't have to bend over backwards. When you can keep your integrity and you can have some manhood about yourself, man, and not give in to no woman. Listen, love your woman, man. We're not saying don't love your woman. Listen, love your woman, man. Get her stuff when you want, but not Valentine's Day, man. Don't let somebody else dictate when your woman deserves stuff. You dictate when she deserves it. It's your woman. Read that one more time.
Luke 16:15. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men.
Listen, man. Valentine's Day is justified before men. Like Instagram, listen. You post a Valentine's Day picture on Instagram, me and my boo. What is that they like to say, me and my boo? Me and my babe, me and my boo. You take a picture of your man on Valentine's Day, that picture's going to get 1 million likes. Now, you post up, my man didn't buy me a damn thing because he said it's pagan. See how quick all your friends are saying you should leave your man and whatnot. And he's doing the right thing, man. He's serving God by him not celebrating Valentine's Day. He's saving you by him not celebrating Valentine's Day. Because guess what happens? You see all the women that do celebrate Valentine's Day. Their man's probably a half homosexual, man. Their man is what? Beats them up, man. Whereas you've got a righteous man in the UPK that doesn't put his hands on you, man. You've got a righteous man that don't ever raise his hands to you, man. You've got a man that doesn't take drugs. You've got a man that ain't no drug addict. You got a man that ain't unrighteous. You've got a righteous man that everything he's doing, man, is to keep you safe, man. He cares about you, man. He loves you, but obviously you don't see the love because you can't see beyond them flowers, man. You can't see that Dairy Milk chocolate bar, man. You're gonna be mad at your man for 3 days because he didn't buy you a Dairy Milk chocolate bar and a teddy bear. Listen, man, there's more to life than this, man. These pagan holidays ain't for black people. Go ahead.
It's true, like a lot of them do justify themselves before men being. They want you to see we're in a relationship. He exactly. This. Meanwhile, behind the closed doors, they know better. They know he's got all kinds of it. You don't want to even be with them.
Exactly.
But from as long as it seems like that to everyone else, they
Exactly. It looks good on the gram. Like nowadays, everything is for the gram. Listen, I wish I could go back to my grandma's generation back in the 60s to where there was no Instagram, no Snapchat, no nothing, where you could just go about your everyday life. But drop that, give me Genesis chapter 3 and 1. Now, I'm going to show you about Adam. Guess what? Look, listen, look what happened to Adam. I'm